leather, yellow leather, red, yellow, leather, red. Nope, see, I already fucked it up.
Well, what is it? Is it red leather,
yellow leather.
There's another one that you've done over the years.
I probably just made it up.
You probably. Welcome to the show, everybody. Brain Candy Podcast, episode 1030 episodes. Woo! Holy shit.
I'm always surprised.
I know. I
haven't been here to record every single one.
Right,
I was like, really?
Right. Already. Welcome. Lou is back from the Windy City.
That's right.
Welcome home.
Windy. Let me tell you.
Was it windy?
It was breezy and lovely.
That's nice.
Not like windy like that. But
not too hot?
It was perfect. It was just the right amount of humid for my hair to be the best hair.
What a blessing.
Oh my gosh.
On vacation?
Amy was like, what? Look at all your curls.
Like a new girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm like, I know I have curly hair, but there it is just like, oh my God, my hair never looks better.
Damn.
And we had so much fun. We did like everything that you could imagine. If you go to visit Chicago, people who have lived there were like, you've done more than I've ever done living here.
Nice.
So we got all around.
Got some
you know
pizza?
they got a free zoo there?
No, I didn't
Free.
know. I love free things.
Yeah. Lincoln Park Zoo, free 99.
What?
Yeah.
How is that possible? They rely on donations from wealthy
and it costs
Oprahs?
It costs $108,000 a day to. No, could it be a day? That would be crazy. No, that's not right.
It could
That's
be.
probably
What do
a
I
month.
know?
That must be a
month?
month or a week or something. I remember that number, and it was like that's how much it costs to keep the zoo
running
could be
for
a day.
a certain period of time.
For a certain period of time.
They are hungry.
Well, yeah, you got animals to feed, you got zookeepers to pay, you got all that stuff. You got that could be, right?
It could be. What do I know?
What do I know? I know nothing.
Well,
So,
it's nice that it's free. That's
yeah,
wonderful.
it was really nice. And all the kids from summer camp, day camp were there. It was just so
and
cute.
they're like matching t-shirts.
Yes.
Yes.
It was adorable.
Cute.
And it's just funny because counselors are the same in every single city.
Yeah, it's a
counselor's like,
certain
hey,
type.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What? That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I was just cracking up.
You're like, I
love,
see you.
Yes. It's like, I get that. I'm
They're
about
my
to do that in a
people.
week. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes.
So it was a successful trip. Did you feel like you got to rest at all, or was go?
A little bit go. A lot of time, some wonderful time spent with the family. And of course, like, you know, my girlfriend, Amy, is so popular. Everybody wants to come see her. Mm-hmm. So it was like.
Yeah, she's like the homecoming queen.
Exactly.
I know the type.
So she's got to do the whole thing, and but it was fun. I got to meet so many of her relatives and hear so many stories.
I bet they just adore you.
And well, I just adored all of them. So I just love hearing people say that Amy's never been happier, and so I like that
really
I can
nice.
contribute to her.
And I can
joy.
say that's neither has Sarah.
Oh, what? It's true.
It is true. It's a good match.
Yes. And it was just wonderful. Finally got to see Toy Story 5.
What's your rating?
5 stars.
5 stars.
I actually think my order is Toy Story 1, Toy Story 5. Then
Scandalous hot take.
Then the other ones.
Get out of town.
I have to rewatch the other ones.
The
but
worst one is 4, right?
I don't even remember it. That's
and that
says a lot. Yeah, I should just watch them all. And her mom was a kindergarten teacher. Let me tell you, I highly recommend watching cartoons with a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
And then we came home and watched Ratatouille.
Oh, Lord
and I didn't even
mercy.
suggest it.
This is bonkers.
I was like, these are my people.
Holy crap.
It's great.
They would hate me. Oh my God.
Well, I was telling her, I was like,
me.
My mother has literally never watched a cartoon with me because she's always like, nah, I don't like them.
Yeah. Same, Sally.
Yeah, I get it. So you guys like your documentaries.
Yeah, we like our wine.
Yeah. And I'm like flipping through children's books and watching cartoons with my girlfriend's mom.
I'm so glad you had a great time.
So it was great. And we did those city bike things where you like go around and, you know.
That's fun.
Oh my God, it's so fun.
How bad did you miss Lou though?
Oh my God. so
Did you talk on the phone to her?
bad. No, but it was funny because my brother was babysitting, and I would say things like, give her a big hug, and he goes, I will. Also, she says hi, and like he will like speak for her.
That's nice.
And that's very funny. And
I like that.
like he's trying to decide what city to move to. He's been trying to think about like where would he like to move. He wants to move to a bigger city, and he's got now graduated and starting his career and life and everything. I'm devastated that he's moving away from me, but he's allowed to follow his dreams, I guess. And he was, asking for advice, and even asked like, hey, can you hit Susie up and ask her if she has any advice on Pittsburgh and living there? And he goes, I keep asking Lou, but she's giving me nothing.
Yeah. Right.
It's like, I've asked her 100 times, and so far nothing. No feedback.
She's neutral on location.
Yeah, she's neutral. Exactly.
Oh, well.
So I thought that was funny. But.
I'm glad she was in good hands. I was going to say paws, but I guess your brother does have hands.
Yes.
Aw.
So.
I'm sure you're glad to have your bed back and your dog back.
Yes, I am very glad, happy to be home.
I had a pet-related caper.
Go on.
Well, Adam and Lincoln went to a lacrosse tournament, and I was going to be hosting Kelly's 50th birthday party. And so she and I went out like the night before, which that's a mistake. Like,
wild,
you know what
gals.
So dumb.
Whoa.
Because we knew we wouldn't get a chance to talk during the party.
This makes
and we
sense,
hadn't seen each other, so
yeah.
it's stupid in retrospect. So I get home at 11, and I had
11? That's like your 2 a.m.
I know, right? Stupid. And I was determined to do a pork loin in our smoker outside in the grill.
Yeah.
I had to go out there at 11 and put this darn pork on for overnight smoking. Whoa. And so it was just like, everything was going crazy. And then I go to bed, and then I get up the next day, and one of my cats, Mary, was just acting weird. Uh-oh. And I was just like, what is your problem, lady? And then I went down to feed them, and only 2 showed up for the feeding. And I was like, oh, no, maybe when I was putting the pork out, like, they got out or something. Yeah. But what had actually happened was one of the front doors flung open because Link had brought in a table for the party and not secured the door enough. Everything in this house is like, you got to bang on it twice.
Yeah,
and, it's one of those houses.
Yeah.
So this darn door had been open all night, unbeknownst to me. And I go out, and I hear meowing, and I see one cat, and it bolts. Okay, that one's gone. Then I hear meowing, and I'm just like, where the heck is that coming from? And then I realize it's coming from about 50 feet up in the air.
What? Oh, we've done one of these.
In a darn tree.
Uh-huh.
And I truly thought that was like only in cartoons.
No. When they get up there and then they legit are like terrified and can't come down. You'd think if you get up there, you should be able to get yourself back down.
Yeah, not so smart, the cats.
No, my mother has lost a cat for while I was staying there. Like, not but like missing for 24 hours, and the same thing. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy.
What happened?
Kathy was way up high. And keep in mind, it's like 5 a.m. It's not even light out yet.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm out there in my jammies, tits bouncing everywhere. And I'm like, you can imagine this sight to behold. And I'm just like, Kathy, come on, girl. What are we going to do? And I thought, am I going to have to call the fire department?
They love it when you do that, though.
I bet that's a really good point. They probably would have been psyched out of their minds.
They love a cat in a tree story because it's so cliche. They're definitely going to take pictures. It's definitely making yes. Oh, come on, tits bouncing everywhere. There.
I know. This is what they live for.
This is the kind of stuff that makes the fire department Instagram page.
That is so true. Mm-hmm. And Kathy, she is made for print.
I was going to say just the name alone.
Kathy the cat.
I'm like upset that you didn't have to call the fire department.
People ask me if it's Kathy with a K, and I'm like, are you out of your mind?
No, a C-A-T.
What kind of crazy person do you think I am?
Right. You're not racist.
Anyway, I eat cool cones.
I hate it.
At any rate, it took about 45 minutes, but eventually she did claw her way down.
Okay, you coaxed her down. Sometimes they need a lot of encouragement.
Reassurance.
Yes, you could do it. You could,
Come on, Kathy.
Yeah.
So
One paw
thank
in front of the
heavens,
other.
but we did have the other one that bolted Ethel. She was MIA for more than 36 hours, and thank heavens she's back.
Well, you're lucky because there are definitely animals that could eat that cat and birds of prey that could pick that cat up in a
Kathy
second.
was in the tree, that was my fear because I could hear those darn birds getting
And
like
they're big
salivating
at your house.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. You live like in the woods.
Kathy's a goner. I thought she was going to get clawed up into the air. But thank heavens, they're both safe and sound, everyone. Fear not.
Do you remember that song when we were little? The cat came back the very next day. Thought he was a goner, but the cat came back the very next day. Oh, there's a whole song about that.
From what?
I don't know, but...
Camp.
No, this was like a kid's tape, like a Raffi situation or something like
What's
that.
Raffi?
What's Raffi?
Yeah.
He's a children's like artist that was real popular in the 90s.
What kind of artist? Pottery?
No, like musician, like music. Let me see. I know you know Raffi.
I get what you're saying. No,
And
I
your
don't.
mom was a freaking like
He's Christian?
No.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Because
She's
she
around
watched kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have to
No,
look.
darn.
Raffi.
Maybe it was like regional.
Well, and I believe. Oh yeah, he was very fun.
Wonder where Raffi is now.
I mean, all the classics. Down by the Bay, Baby Beluga,
I love that one.
Apples and Bananas.
Oh, I mean, Barney really lifted a lot from Raffi, it sounds like.
No, Singable Songs for the Very Young was his first album that came out in 1975. This is like your
Trailblazer.
era.
Yeah, for real. I think it's because we were at church all those years.
That might be
I
it.
was listening to like, hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Also a classic. Yeah, he has another song called ABC Democracy, so maybe it was a little bit like, I don't know. Born in Egypt, raised in Canada. He's Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
But he's great.
I'll tell you what else is great, and that is our freaking air doctor.
Oh my gosh. You know what? When sometimes you go on vacation, you come home and it smells like stale in your house, like there's a smell?
Yes.
I kept my air doctor going, of course, and I just put it on the eco setting.
Yeah.
I came home and like fresh.
That's great. That is a really fun way to see.
Well, and I'm in Colorado, half of this fucking state is on fire. So the air outside, I'm literally getting warnings. Like my phone alerts me to say, don't go outside, air quality bad. Don't limit your exposure outside. So if the air inside my house is cleaner and healthier and more breathable than the air outside.
That is true. And that's true for a lot of people around the country where there is just so many pollutants. I get those air alerts too, and I don't even have the fire problem.
Yeah.
So everybody can use this air doctor. And as you know, our windows don't open. So we are just like, who knows what's going on in this house. But the air doctor is so great because it's quiet. But it's working. It does its job. We have ours in our bedroom. And then you can really notice a difference with like congestion from allergens and any of that stuff where it's like seasonal where you're like, oh no. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of those pollutants are in the house. It's not even like pollen. It's just like whatever's in your house. Yes. Yeah, all those darn cats. Anyway, you guys should head to airdoctorpro.com and use promo code CANDY, and you'll get up to $300 off any of their select Air Doctor models. Plus, you'll get a 3-year warranty absolutely free. All Air Doctor air purifiers come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get this exclusive podcast-only offer now at airdoctorpro.com, airdoctorpro.com, promo code CANDY. I love that.
Yeah.
Gret should get that now that she lives where you are.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, glad the cats are safe. Everybody's safe. Gang's all here.
Do you ever see yourself getting a dog?
I don't see myself doing that, but I would be open to it.
Okay.
Like one of those doodles I told you.
Yeah, that would be cute for you. But
You
also,
don't like doodles. You're like...
No, I do. I'm just
look down
picky
your
about
nose.
them. Like
Why?
they have, because they it's one of those animals where or one of those dog breeds where they're like, we bred like 2 really smart breeds, and now they've been bred so much they're kind of dumb. I mean, a lot of doodles that are
Get out.
doodles.
You
Like,
gotta be kidding me. They
I
used
mean,
to
they're
be smart, now they're
trainable.
dumb?
They're trained. Maybe it's one of those that they're, maybe if they're not trained well, there could be a little mischievous and a little, where you're just like, come on.
They are rambunctious.
Yeah.
That's all right though. Who
And I
ain't?
do like that there's you could get a big range of sizes in that. They're big, they come small,
Yeah, I like the big guys.
and they're all over the shelters now.
What?
So
Everyone's fucking sick of
many.
those doodles.
And that is a big, a popular breed at the shelters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. They are underdogs now. Literally.
Yeah.
Dogs. God bless them.
But I
Well,
saw somebody make a video where they're like, come inside and look at my wiener. And it was a picture. It was her wiener dog. And I was like, Susie should get that just for the bit.
Truly. Those dachshunds are naughty though.
They're so cute.
I mean, dogs are a lot of work, Sarah.
Yes, they are. They are.
And
They
I
are
don't
a lot
like
of work.
a lot.
And cats are so
Reliant. Yes.
Dogs. I'm right now. I'm like, it's too quiet. Is she alive?
Yeah, it's like a kid.
Yes.
It is. Well, I'm glad you got what you needed though.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's get into it,
Yes.
as they say. Did we talk about bang your box yet?
What? Excuse me? Buy me dinner first.
I can't believe I didn't talk about this.
Bang
on
your
HBO.
box.
No, bang my box. Bang my box. I'm serious. It's
You're
a documentary
joking.
called Bang My Box.
About what?
A lady who had a cable access show in New York for 2 decades, where they did naughty things.
I'm gonna need to hear more about this.
You will love it. I've watched it twice. It's so freaking
Wow.
great. And she is now in her 70s. And she hosted it from the late 70s till early 90s. And she was just somebody who was a provocateur, but she's very smart and fun. And she was just making this show that was supposed to be just fun and whatevs in New York. And they sort of cultivated the call-in idea.
Oh, yeah.
And it was live, and they didn't even screen the darn calls. It was just a free-for-all.
Take 'em
And
as they
she
come. Yeah.
always wore this crocheted bikini.
Well, that is cool.
I know. And she
That's
really,
back.
she was hot and
I need
sexy
to see a picture
and
of this lady.
super fun.
If I
Yeah,
type
look
in
up
"bang my box"
box.
into Google, am I gonna get? What am I gonna
And-
get?
Put in Bang My Box documentary.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Robin Byrd is her name.
Oh, the Robin Byrd story. Okay.
Yeah. And she was a pioneer of this sex positivity, but also just
Get it, girl.
yeah. And of course, she became a gay icon, even though she's straight.
Oh, look at this.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
what,
She looks like fun.
she is still fun. She was fun, cute as heck, really funny, very down to earth. Anything goes, but was very responsible, especially during the AIDS crisis, was telling everybody wear your rubbers.
Yeah, I saw her with the dental dam.
Oh my God. That dental dam. I truly was not really even sure how those worked until I watched this documentary.
Looks like she gave you a little lesson.
Yeah, and at the end of every show, they sang a song called "Bang My Box," and if you wanna bang my box, and then they would all dance around, all the guests. So it was a lot of gay guys and gay
could have
ladies
been on this
and
show.
porn stars.
Just as guests.
Absolutely. She would love us still to this day. What I liked about it, though, was in addition to being very funny and very provocative, and I mean, I'm talking, if you want to see some tits and wieners.
Oh, okay. It's like
just tune in. She would I don't know how this was allowed on television.
Dude,
she would take their wieners and poke her eye.
What?
And do silly stuff. She was joking. It wasn't meant to be hot. It was just
fun.
Silly.
Okay. Yeah.
But still, you just think, how is nobody upset about this until Reagan,
Right.
But anyway, it was really interesting because, first of all, she was married during the whole thing. Nobody really knew, to this guy behind the scenes. So, of course, I'm making parallels because this is a blonde, crazy lady with this quiet, whatever kind of guy in the producing. And they're still married, and he's 13 years older than her or something, and he has dementia now.
Oh.
And so you observe their relationship now and just sort of the dynamic, but also just how this woman who came across as totally free and untethered, she was adopted, and her dad, who she loved, died when she was 9, and the mom was super mean to her, which is so strange. Why would you adopt a child and then be cruel to them? But so she ran away at 14 or something and had no ties. And so she was able to sort of be wild and not worry.
Yeah.
But
no parents were going to be judgmental or shaming of her that she cared about, at least.
Yeah. But then when the internet came along, it spooked her. It felt too accessible and widespread, and it just didn't feel the same to her, and she went off the air because it was just freaked her out, which is smart.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't expect it from someone who's wearing a bikini on and putting wieners in their eyeball on.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something about it just being on one time and, you know, live performance kind of thing.
And if you don't see it,
if you don't see it, you don't see it. And it doesn't live, maybe somebody recorded it, but even then, I get that.
And it just got my wheels turning. And it's one of those documentaries you think's just going to be superficial and silly, but then really sticks with you.
Yeah.
And it's relatable to us, too, because, what you do when you're in one era, you don't want to last maybe forever. Mm-hmm. And she was wise enough to consider those implications. But at the same time...
Yeah, go ahead.
Just at the same time, she's, thinking now about her legacy and is debating, should I donate these tapes to Harvard or one of these schools, where they're preserved for history? Because a lot of them want them. And so she's, protective of them, but, also wants people to remember it. It's a weird dilemma, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you'd love it.
And even though you're a different, you have different, maybe goals or different things you want to do in those different phases of your life, does it show that maybe you're still the same person underneath it? You're still I'm sure she's still wild and fun.
She's very silly still.
Yeah. And those parts never really go away. They just kind of mature and evolve. I like that. I want to see that.
You have to watch it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
And
I got to remember to get that HBO login from you. I keep forgetting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I keep going,
you could
there's
probably
no
guess
documentaries. Oh, I already know it. Okay. It's one of two.
But yeah, I think you would love it. I recommend it to anybody. I also recommend OneSkin, and so does Sarah.
Yes.
Obviously. It's the best. You will die.
Well, I have so many wonderful things to say about their tinted moisturizer that you told me that I would like, and you are correct that I love being able to just put it on, and gives me the exact amount of coverage that I need. It doesn't feel, sometimes when you have sunscreen and you put it on over makeup, you're like, oh, I just ruined all my, my makeup. And this provides the perfect base. If you want to do something over it, you can. But I just use only that.
It's great. And
It's
it like gives a nice glowy look.
Yes. And it's just the right amount of tint.
I agree. I get the one that's a little darker. There's different, levels.
That's smart. You could do like a little bronzing kind of
look. Because I got to, make it match my fake tan. And it has the OS1 peptide in it that is so great for skin as it ages, which is what I'm looking for. The feel, the texture, how your skin looks, all that stuff, right? Reviews. But that's true of all their products. I have had no bad experiences. Their lip stuff is great.
Yep.
Anyway, born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin's OS1 peptide is proven to target the visible signs of aging, help you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code BRAINCANDY at oneskin.co/braincandy. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with code BRAINCANDY. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Yes. You love it.
Also, did you dive into the Shipwrecked documentary?
Oh my gosh, I just started it. I'm maybe 15 minutes in.
We can talk about that after. Like once you're done, if you want, we can save that one.
But I mean, I was unaware that this ever happened.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. What were we? We were on the challenge. We were doing that. It was like 2012. It was. I was on the challenge,
a baby,
and you were having a baby.
Yeah, yes. We were booked solid.
Booked solid. Missed that.
Jesus Christ, though.
The images of that look like the fucking Titanic going.
We didn't need another reason not to go on a cruise. We're pretty much done with those.
Exactly what I thought. I was like, oh well.
How is the cruise industry still thriving? Like, what are you people doing? Do you know about resorts?
And it just hit a rock.
It was like no big whoop.
Like the iceberg.
It's like the iceberg.
And that thing was like if you were a little kid playing in your bathtub with a toy ship and you were like, that's like what it looked like.
Totally it did.
You know?
Yeah, it looked like a fake set of a movie. Yeah, after you finish it, we'll dive into that. And then, did you watch the Burning Man one on HBO?
There's a Burning Man one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to love that because Burning Man is nuts.
Have you been? I think you have.
But you'd think I would have gone.
You went to Coachella.
I went to Coachella one time, years and years ago, before it was what it is today. That's important to...
She's not a sellout.
No, I went in 2002. Wow. That was a long-ass time ago.
Yeah, before the internet in its current form. Yeah.
Yes, I used a disposable camera, a digital camera for that trip. I still have photos.
Funny.
Yeah, but I hung out with a lot of people who are the Burning Man crowd, and my mom designed costumes and was part of. I don't think she ever went, but she was part of teams that would put together like the big costumes and do all the stuff for it. Because, it was like LA, that's what everybody does in the film industry. When, she had kids, so she didn't go, but all of her friends who were like artists and childless definitely went to Burning Man.
But what do you think the allure is about Burning Man?
I mean,
freedom.
I think it's really just getting to do drugs in a place where, like, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, kind of.
Because drugs haven't even been mentioned.
You cannot do a documentary about Burning Man and not talk about drugs.
So that's the sort of whole thing.
I don't know anybody who goes there. It's the kind of place where they have doctors who, because everybody volunteers their time. It's all a cashless, currency free. Yes. So there are doctors who have like a tent where if you're having a bad trip or if you're like something's going on, you can go in there and they'll take care of you. And I've never had a conversation with anybody about Burning Man that has not included them doing drugs.
Okay.
And I'm not really into that. I'm not into this.
I am not into
that's like not
it
my
at all.
You know.
Not one part of it. Maybe the lights, the glow in the dark shit. If I had to pick.
Oh yeah, that.
Maybe I didn't even hear one song. I was like, oh, I'm into this.
No, it's all
music.
like techno electronic music, and I'm not really big into that because it feels like
that's drug stuff.
I know it's not for. I don't like EDM in that way either. It's like it's not for me.
Burning Man for people who like to play Scrabble. That's what we need.
That's Raffi.
Oh man.
Just kidding.
That's true. They just don't have what we want, which is
we want daytime music in the park. We're more of like a
daytime music. Yeah, we love a matinee.
Yeah,
and maybe brunch.
Yeah, and everybody's sober and
maybe just like a light buzz.
Right, that's it.
Yeah, and then just enough to gossip, and then go to bed. That's what I'm looking for.
I want Aperol spritz in a
crossword puzzle.
A crossword puzzle in a town square with maybe some light jazz playing.
Some salty snacks.
Yeah, this is just a trip to Italy is what we're looking for.
That is true.
This might just be summer in Europe.
But that's why I don't understand why it's so popular. And these people are obsessed. It's like their religion.
I know Burning Man people.
Get a hold of yourselves.
And what do they call themselves? Burners? I think so.
They sure do.
Oy.
And it's their whole identity. Mm-hmm. Well, this documentary got access to them for, I think, 5 years. And it begins in 2021. And they are having to make the decision of whether they are going
the COVID year.
Have Burning Man. They didn't in 2020, of course. But 2021 was more of like a, what should we do? Mm-hmm, that was the whole liminal space between the eras. And oh my God, apparently Elon Musk's brother Kimball joined the board. He's a burner. He's like a lifelong burner.
It is something that like rich, like
white
guys do. And some women.
Thankfully they did have a black couple in this, but that was a big part of it, was how like this is a white people thing.
Yes, it is.
And that's part of why I'm like, I don't get it.
No, I'm not. Right.
But Kimball basically bought a seat on the board. Mm-hmm. And the point was to then vote, we're having it.
Okay.
And so it's about that whole debate about should we or shouldn't we, and with what they decided, and then the fallout from that. And it's just like, maybe you guys just need some antidepressants and
something that's not ketamine.
Right? And then maybe make some friends, like in real life, without costumes.
It feels like an opportunity to be like, I could see this is like your what do they call them? People who are in finance, or I just happen to know a lot of like ER doctors, like people in like
absolutely
the medical, who like
it's privileged
in their off time go do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's their playground.
Yeah.
And they believe in their mind that it is like elevated anarchy. Mm-hmm.
That is true.
We're civilized about our drug use and frivolity.
Yes. But, I mean, it seems... I just feel like... even though it has this vibe of like free love and all of that, I just can't imagine that there aren't instances where bad things happen.
People are people.
People get like, taken advantage of. I just feel like I don't like environments where I would feel out of control or things feel out of control. I don't even like, big festivals and, stuff like that in a big
Absolutely
downtown
not.
area.
I don't think I've ever even been to a
because
nightclub.
I'm not, it just feels like, oh, anything could go wrong at any time. And
And to me, it feels
don't
like
know.
if it's that safe, right? If all you need for drugs and carnality to be contained is money, then let's put some money into the infrastructure of neighborhoods that deal with drug use and stuff.
yeah.
Why don't we make it safe for them? Why is drug use only safe for
Right.
wealthy, educated white people?
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I totally do. Because the same things that they're doing freely in this Burning Man space, people of color are getting
And like,
arrested.
how do they get away with it? Why is it lawless?
I don't know. Because of like
well.
where it is, it's in those unincorporated
Yeah.
places where there
Fucking
are
Wild
no
West.
rules. Yeah. It's like, what do they call that when you're like 16 miles offshore? You're in
Maritime law.
Yeah, maritime law. I like that. Good.
Right. I'm not into it. But
No.
I'll tell you what is not involving drugs. It is, in fact, drug-free, yet still amazing and magical, and that's veracity. It is clinically proven and doctor formulated, and it can help. They have various products, but if you are dealing with stress or sleeplessness, they have the cortisol calming product.
This is one, let me tell you, if you're somebody who feels keyed up all the time,
Guilty.
like that's all of our listeners. That I know because
We're
it's like
all
they're
high
like
strung.
we're all like that. So if you're it's one I can't stress this enough. Like you don't know what it's like on the other side because you might not have experienced it before. And you don't even know what calm can feel like and what it feels like to have that cortisol levels regulated. We're learning so much about the effects of cortisol on the body, on sleep, on so many things. And it's like necessary. And now that I know what it's like to feel like regulated, I don't want to go back.
No. Once you know, you can't go back. And I am a high-strung gal, and so I need help, all the help I can get with my, well, we call it, tight-assed, but they call it like stressed and anxiety. And it's clinically proven within 30 minutes, you'll start to feel a reduction in stress and feel more relaxed. And within 3 weeks, you get your sleep back in sync and start to feel less fatigue. That's a big deal.
Huge.
Calm your stress the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use code BRAINCANDY for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code BRAINCANDY so they know we sent you. And they have other products too that can help you with metabolism and things like that. So check them out.
Yes.
Holistic Solutions. I love it. Okay. I did want to give a shout out to, on our website, we have a place where people can donate to our wine fund.
Oh, yes. We love that.
We love it. And Autumn Coulter donated a bottle to us.
That's the greatest name.
Autumn Coulter. You love it?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
think that's a cool name.
It is a cool name. Sure beats, well, Sue's. But thank you, Autumn. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
I got some wine in my brain candy mug.
Well, I just have water, but I can get wine this afternoon.
I'll drink enough for both of us, Sarah. Don't worry.
Please do.
I love it. Thank you so much to anyone that's ever donated on there and anyone that just like appreciates what we do. We so appreciate you.
Yes.
And it means so much. So thank you to them. Oh, and I wanted to ask you, Sarah, about what about the people that donated to the lottery pool? Did we win the lottery?
I was just about to say that. Well, here's the thing: is that things keep rolling in, and
Great.
it just so happens to be a week where the what is
What's
it called?
Like the Powerball?
The prize or the payout is huge.
Great.
So I need to announce an official last call.
Last call.
I will be posting this week on my story. Keep looking. It is the last call because, like, get it in
there.
now.
We could be gazillionaires.
Yes,
Don't
and this
miss
is
your
it.
chance.
And we've got like $100.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So people just have to donate $1.
Yes, and then there were some people who did like $5 and $3. So
Okay, we'll have to
whatever
do
the
the math
number
on that.
is, we'll make it.
Ratio.
So yes, so
Yeah.
you're getting that, and I'm convinced we're winning something.
She's optimistic, and this is
You know
on
how I am.
Venmo, and it's at
Yes.
Sarah Rice. So
Letter I,
I'm
letter
Sarah.
M. I'm
Yeah.
Sarah Rice. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
donate $1.
Last call. We
Get in.
are cashing that in, buying our tickets this week, and we'll see what happens.
We
'Cause
won't
I'm
forget all of
very
you
excited.
when we're
Oh my
rich,
gosh! Well,
when
you'll
we're
be
swimming in it.
You'll be part of it.
Yeah, I will be.
Could you
Okay.
imagine?
I would be so happy. Well, here's a headline I never thought I'd see. Some guy cut off his wiener,
What?
cut it off,
Okay.
threw it into his neighbor's garage, and lit it on fire.
The penis of the garage.
Penis. And this was his source
This
of
doesn't
arson.
seem like a well man.
And it was the most disappointing article ever, New York Post, because I'm going to need to know why.
Yeah, there's no explanation.
No, and everything
There
they
was,
said
like-
about him was
Were
like,
they
yeah,
like
after
a
the
scorned
fact.
lover or like
They didn't say. And like the guy eventually confessed to the police and he was like, I'm sorry, I was dishonest. And I'm just thinking, but his penis is off. Like, how is he talking? It's horrifying.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if you were to cut any appendage off,
Any appendage.
a pinky finger, a toe,
It says,
it's still
arsonist cuts
freaky.
off penis, then uses it to start a blaze in neighbor's garage.
I don't even know what would bring somebody to that point.
Honestly, how mad could you be at your penis or your neighbor?
I know who's the victim here.
He did it with a kitchen knife.
No, ay.
All right, I know. I said too much. I just wanted to share
But
that
then did
with
he
somebody.
get it sewed up? Does that thing not
They
bleed
didn't
out?
say. I don't know. I don't even think he should go to jail for it. I'm like, you know what? He's gonna suffer
Punishment,
enough.
right? He's like, oof.
Fucking idiot. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry I said
he
anything.
on drugs? I just don't know how you do that.
I know.
And I mean,
sorry.
every now and then when I have a hangnail and I pull it, I have regrets, and I feel like I have to
I
spend the
do
next
too.
2 weeks like,
It's really fun.
you know, I'm like,
Sarah.
oh God, and I can't stop thinking about it. You clip your nails too short, and next
Yeah,
thing you know, you're trying to scrub
honestly-
your counter, and it hits against something, and you're like, ah, like that's for
Brutal.
a fucking hangnail.
Yeah, you're right,
I
Sarah.
couldn't do that.
Okay, well, we don't know anything else. All right. Hey,
was-
how about this? The U.S. Fish and Wildlife, whatever, would like you to know that if you think you know what shellfish is, you're wrong, mister.
Oh,
Because it no longer has to have a shell.
wait, what?
Yeah, they decided shells are optional.
What do you
which-
mean?
To designate a shellfish, you got your crab, lobster,
Yeah,
shrimp. Well, they're
clams, mussels.
They decided they're going to be more inclusive. Now we got octopuses,
Absolutely not. Why? That's not a shell. What the actual fuck?
squid.
No. Because if you have a
Shellfish.
shellfish allergy, are you allergic to octopus and squid?
No.
Okay.
No.
This has to do with money. This has to do with what's
does
happening
have to
here.
do with money.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, you know who's mad as heck? The squid harvesters.
Yeah.
They were mad. No, they were so mad because they were having to pay more to export squid.
Oh.
There's some sort of discount on shellfish. Maybe just get rid of the discount.
Maybe it's because...
You don't have to change the definition of something.
I know. I don't like that. If that's not its actual classification. What are they called? They're called
mollusks?
Cephalopods or something.
Cephalopods.
Dude.
Good job. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Those guys are now in the shellfish category.
No, that is not true.
Sarah objects.
Well, because also so does science in the classification of things.
Yeah, and so does people who know words.
Right. One of my favorite things that my girlfriend parents had at their house were all of the charts of species and the branches of species. It was so fun.
I could look at that all day.
I know. I said the same thing. They had one for animals, one for plants, all the different animal kingdoms and everything, and the branches. And like her dad was like,
it's like genealogy.
Try to find human on there. It's much harder than you think. And I never found it in that trip. But there's so much on there, and I'm just thinking, they wouldn't like that either.
No, they wouldn't. They're probably going to be really upset about this.
They'd be like, not according to the chart.
They didn't like paying the fees, so that's why they changed it. It's absurd.
So is this like...
It says
big
squid, cuttlefish, octopus, big squid, and other cephalopods will now be included within the regulatory definition of shellfish. And it's going to clear up some ambiguity about classification, which they added has led to inconsistent treatment of mollusks and related species at U.S. ports of entry.
I just feel like...
They're not putting up with it anymore.
If good comes from this, I'm like, okay, if it means more conservation, but I don't think it does. I think
it means somebody's saving $93 when they import them.
I think that's stupid. We can't... It's kind of like that thing of like, there's no such thing as a fish. Have you heard that?
Yes.
That everything falls into a category, but the fish is like not an actual category of thing. So there's like a different culinary definition than there is a like animal kingdom definition. So I feel like this is like a culinary definition of
yeah, because they said the medical definition hasn't changed. That's why the allergy thing is
right, because that okay,
all right, just keeping you posted about that.
Thank you. I something I can complain about / share at the next
it's ridiculous
cocktail hour.
All right, do you remember that asshole who abandoned his girlfriend on the mountain in Austria?
Yes, Alpine divorce.
Alpine, yes. He sparked the debate about men who sort of abandoned their partners.
And then it was like the fucking summer of nautical divorces. Alpine, we're throwing women overboard.
Yeah, it's so true.
Like, what the hell?
What is wrong with men?
I don't know if we were just starting to hear about it or...
Well, probably. Yeah, okay, well, in this case, if you're not familiar with what happened, there was this big deal about a very experienced mountaineer who we're already inclined to hate, who took his girlfriend in the Alps. And she was a climber, but she was more of a novice, less experienced. And she ended up dying. Tragic. And he had like gone at a certain point to go get help. And then by the time help came, she had died via hypothermia. Oh, God. Okay. So when you first...
never leave somebody alone. That's like a #1 rule.
Yeah. Well, okay. So when you first heard about it, because he then was on trial for murder or like
yeah, what do they call it? Second-degree murder or
in this case, it's like
involuntary manslaughter, something like that.
Since it's not in the U.S., it has like a different name.
Oh, okay.
But it's based on like negligence.
Yeah, negligent homicide.
Death by So when you first heard about it and you heard about how he was going to be put on trial, did you think this is somebody who should go to jail or okay? What made you feel that?
because when I mean anybody who is, I think when you're the skilled person in that scenario and you are making decisions that anybody else who's a reasonable or rational mountaineer would do, if you're not doing what anybody would do, then that's negligence, and that feels like purposeful. And I would have to really hear the argument as to why those decisions were made and what attempts were made to like.
Yeah, like if you guys go skydiving.
Yeah.
And you've been skydiving a million times.
Yes.
And I'm a novice.
Yes.
And we're going to go together.
Yes.
And then I'm doing all kinds of stuff, or we get into trouble, and then you don't tell me to like do X, Y, and Z to mitigate that risk.
Right.
Okay.
Is this like a buyer beware kind of thing of like, if you go on the trip, like they do say that anytime you buy rock climbing gear, on all the rock climbing gear you buy, there is a tag, a little label that says rock climbing is inherently dangerous and lists all this stuff. I mean, I should pull it up and see, like, what does it say? Rock climbing warning on gear. Yeah, let me see what it says.
When you come back in, just say on all the rock climbing gear. Say that.
On all the this is like the tag that's on all the rock climbing gear. It says rock climbing comes with inherent risks. Rock climbing is inherently dangerous. You are entirely responsible for your own action, safety, and understanding the limitations of your equipment. Always seek professional instructions and thoroughly inspect gear for wear, chemicals, or age-related degradation.
No, degradation.
That's the right word.
Yeah.
Before every use. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is
why this became very interesting to me, because the New Yorker did a very long, comprehensive article and investigation on this event, because the journalist had been seeing the same headlines we all saw.
Right.
And they were, and of course it was like the New York Post and stuff. And it seemed like they were making this very black and white, like this guy is a monster, and they wanted to determine if that was in fact true or this was just like clickbait or whatever. So the journalist went to the trial and did a lot of work, and it was mind-blowing. And the sort of end of the story is absolutely he is horrible.
Okay, good. Okay,
yeah, thank heavens, right?
I mean, that
it would have been terrible if he had been like wrongly portrayed as this monster.
Because anybody who knows anything,
oh my God, Sarah, you just wouldn't believe it,
knows you've made all the wrong those are all the wrong things to do.
To be honest, I think he got off easy because the judge, in the end, found him guilty of this negligence, but was pretty generous, saying like that he didn't think this guy intended on like killing her or anything.
Like it wasn't premeditated.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to me, after reading this article, I was like, could have fooled me.
Okay.
Because you're right. Like about when you read that label, okay, it's saying like, you got to know what you can do and what you can't do. You got to like check your gear and all that. But once they started out on this trip, he was making choices that certainly seemed like someone that was, at minimum, not interested in keeping her safe. They took this really difficult route.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And he just like lent her his, they're called like crampons.
Yeah, the shoes. That shoe, but they like go on your shoes.
Yeah, to help you in the ice.
Yeah, I literally have mine hanging right there.
So they don't fit right when they're his. Stuff like that. They only brought gummy bears, like crazy shit.
What are you doing?
And she had one of those, I forget the name of it, but it's like some special, like very lightweight sleeping bag that is meant to be sort of used in a pinch if you need to get warm, and you're supposed to both be in there together and all that.
Yeah, that's what I say. The body heat is the thing that'll keep you alive in those cold weather.
Okay, so she brought one, and he knew that. And she was already in the throes of hypothermia, so her brain ain't working.
Right.
And he never got it out.
Okay.
He didn't get in there with her, obviously.
Okay. Come on.
The craziest ass part, though, Sarah, is that they have all these cameras and stuff, so they can watch and see when climbers are there. And then somebody was like reported them, like, hey, there are people up there, and it's real late and something ain't right. They brought the helicopter, did 6 passes, and if you're in distress, you do this V signal.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't.
Okay.
At any point, then they called him because his was the only car left in the parking lot. They called him. Are you okay? Yeah, we're good.
No! Okay, he wanted her. He's trying to get. That is a true Alpine fucking murder.
And then the judge was like, everything you're telling me, she's incapacitated, she can't move, and you have to go wherever to get help. Why, when they found her body, was she like in the wind, like direct wind? Her backpack was still on her without the sleeping bag.
No, why didn't you set her up?
She had no gloves on. They said that her back was arched in an unnatural way. Like crazy stuff.
So
and he was like, oh, she must have moved from where I left her.
Absolutely not.
I thought she was
Absolutely
incapacitated.
Absolutely not.
Not.
I mean, I think about like what I do for my partner when I'm just like, she fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to tuck you in. I'm going to make sure that, I do all the things. Like,
I do think that, and the judge pointed out at the sentencing or whatever, that like she was probably like you in the way that she doesn't want to seem like a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
And so I do think she probably was one of these people that pushes themselves too far and like, but in Austria, their 911 is like 410 or something. And at 5:30 p.m., she just dialed it wrong because her gloves or whatever. She dialed 419 or something. And they were like, why did she call that? And he was like, I didn't know she did. Well, then where were you? Walking way ahead?
Right.
Mr. Universe?
Probably, yes.
And he didn't even go look for help until 1 a.m. That was at 5:30.
No, he's a murderer.
He's a murderer.
I think he got off easy.
And he got a commuted sentence. He got nothing.
What?
It was 5 months, but it was like time served.
No.
He's still rock climbing and doing crazy shit with ladies. Women are still going out with that guy. He must be really hot.
No.
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh my God, I'm just panicking. He's gonna do this again.
I doubt it because, like, at that point,
I think that he thinks he got it. I just think that I wouldn't put it past him.
Can you believe?
No, I can't.
And
that
remember
guy's
how
a
I
monster.
told you that like he had done it once before, and that woman testified.
See, he did it. He's gonna do it again.
But she's like an influencer in that space, and like the journalist was saying that like during her testimony it was evident that she didn't want to be there. It's like against her brand to act like
she doesn't know what she's doing.
She was weak and everything. So she was like, yeah, I mean, she was like downplaying it. And she survived, obviously. And so it's like it's that community too.
Yeah,
it like
I
invites
agree.
this problem.
I totally agree. And think about, do you remember in Free Solo, in the Alex Honnold documentary, he talks about how his girlfriend had that fall and I know that he put her in situations that were way beyond her skill level.
What that girlfriend did say during the trial was he did get very mad when she couldn't perform at his level.
Oh my God.
And then he'd be like, stop being a baby. And you can just imagine what he was doing to this lady who was fucking dying.
God.
It scares me.
It should. Well, I think it's really important for women out there and men too to know your ability level and clearly communicate that to whomever you're going climbing with.
I mean, it's about trust, all of that. Even if you're not dating, just if you go out climbing or hiking with anyone.
Yeah.
That you have to trust that person.
And I now what's making me think also is that I often, my ADHD fucking brain, I always will rely on my girlfriend to like pack the water and pack stuff. And then like there's definitely been times where I'm like, oh, I totally forgot the snacks and that was the thing I was supposed to do or whatever. That I have to be better at being responsible for myself and say I have enough for me and then also bring extra for her and like
because
the same way she goes I have enough for me and also let me bring some for Sarah, and like because you can't assume the other person is going to have whatever it is. You have to have the emergency stuff. One of our friends got us one of the best gifts for having a new dog. We all went camping together, and she surprised us with a dog medical pack that is a first aid kit that goes. Well, you never know what can happen to any of these dogs. There's like a tourniquet, like if there's any sort of like, I mean, I didn't know. I still have to go through it all, but it's like all the same kind of stuff that you would need. Maybe some Benadryl if they get a bee sting. Things that a dog would need in an emergency situation. Like
there's that. Smart. Have you ever heard of styptic powder?
No.
I never knew about it, but it's this thing that like if you get cut and it won't stop bleeding, it stops the bleeding, and they have them for paws.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, like bet that's
stuff
in
like
it.
That.
That kind of stuff. I'm gonna look because that you never even you don't think and always be prepared. That is like the Boy Scout rule, You always have to be prepared for the worst case scenario. And that's why when I moved here, I took that class at REI on climbing 14ers. I haven't done that yet, but it made me very knowledgeable about how to climb at altitude, what kind of things you need. It's like,
and I know we're going to talk about it later, but that one of the first things I thought about with that shipwreck documentary was what I always try to remind people, which, I mean, maybe it's bad advice, but I always think about 9/11 and how they told those people to stay where they were. No. And how that can be a death sentence because they are frequently, I hate to say it, but they are often thinking about order over your life.
Yeah, I agree.
And so they did that on the shipwreck thing where they're like, just stay where you are.
No, don't stay where you are.
You maybe, but use your noodle.
Yeah.
You got to think, where are the exits? What are the facts?
Yeah.
Because they aren't telling you the facts. They're giving you a story. And it may or may not be true.
This is where I would be good.
Yes, I know. And Adam is great.
Yeah. Because I'm like, fuck that. My instincts,
She is a whistleblower until you are a liar.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh no. And I could tell when somebody's telling me
Sarah does sniff it out.
The truth,
I have
or this is bullshit. And I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. It's funny because Amy calls it City Sarah. Because I'm like that, I jaywalk and she's like, who is this person? I'm like, oh no, we're going. Like, she's like, whoa. Who is this? This is City Sarah. I don't even know City Sarah. We didn't even wait at the light. I'm
City
like,
Sarah's been through some
like,
shit.
Sharp. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't always tell you the truth and you really have to be discerning.
Yes. And in a way, it's like selfish for your own survival and the survival of the people around you and like your loved
because it
ones.
really can be the difference between life and death.
Absolutely.
So keep that in mind,
God.
everybody.
Wow.
We're saving lives over here at the Brain Candy Podcast.
Probably.
But anyway, I recommend all those docs I said. And also, if you have the time, because it is a very long article, but the New Yorker article about that Alpine nightmare and her tragic death.
It's not even divorce. It's a death. God.
Yeah. It's called, the name of it was No Return, which is brutal. And the subtitle is, Did an experienced alpinist leave his girlfriend to die at the top of a mountain? And it's a real doozy. And you just think,
an experienced alpinist would never leave anyone.
That's what they said. They go, why aren't you in that sleeping bag with her?
Right. And then you'd wait
because
there
his
overnight.
phone worked. They were calling him all the time and it was silenced. And he said, I was trying to save my battery. What? Oh
my God, Susie,
they called him and texted him a million times.
That guy got off light. Oh my God, I'm so mad.
It's horrible. And her family believes him. It's so sad because they want to, it's easier to believe she died like doing what she loved and like.
Right. Then somebody killed her and like, right. Oh my God, I hate this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway.
Yeah, I want to read that.
Check out thebraincandypodcast.com and please go to the candy codes if you want to use any of our partner codes. That's where we keep them, and that helps us so much anytime you do that. And go to patreon.com if you want to /braincandy if you want to see any of our challenge and reality TV stuff. And join our candy club.
So fun.
It's so fun. And
where we watch documentaries like this.
We watch documentaries, we read books, and we have a great group of people that are just really kind and funny.
Yeah, like they go on vacation together.
It's great. It's so
really
nice.
cute.
And sometimes they come to my house.
Yes.
All right, friends, we'll see you next time.
Bye.